Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Alyssa Angel, and I'm a board member of the Board of Directors at the Women's Centre. And this is the first time I've done a virtual introduction, so please bear with me. On behalf of the board and staff, I want to thank you for joining us in celebrating International Women's Day this morning. We've been hosting this event for a number of years, and while we would have preferred to continue doing so in person, the current pandemic status presented an opportunity to continue hosting, albeit in this virtual format. Over the past few weeks, our session hosts have been busy planning interactive and engaging discussions, so I hope you were each able to sit in on a few of the sessions before heading here to hear Ashley speak. Today, March 8th, is International Women's Day, and this morning's event, one of many happening around the world, is meant to recognize the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. It's also a day to mark a call to action for accelerating gender parity and rally for women's equality. We saw many local businesses and corporations rally together to support today's event. We had more than 50 items donated to the silent auction, which, by the way, closes today at 4 p.m. So be sure to visit the link in the chat on the right side of your screen. I'm not sure which side will be the right side if the camera's inverted, but there's a link. Go find it and pick an auction item. Our event sponsors demonstrated their commitment to supporting women and children fleeing abuse by investing in today's event. I'd like to take a moment to thank our title sponsor, NPX Innovation, our signature sponsors, Tetra Tech and SNC-Lavalin, our ally sponsors, Promation, Grey Bruce Labour Council, and Organization of Canadian Nuclear Industries, and our friend sponsors, Liam Sara and GSS Engineering Consultants. Each of these sponsors contributed financially to help ensure that the Women's Centre of Grey Bruce will continue being able to provide services to the more than 1,500 women and children who access our programs every year. As you likely heard or read in the media, COVID-19 has had devastating consequences for women who experience violence and abuse and have been trapped at home with their abuser. Further, as our keynote speaker, Ashley Whedon, will discuss, the pandemic has disproportionately impacted women in terms of economic and social challenges that are further amplified for women living rurally. Ashley Whedon is an award-winning rural innovator who splits her time between Wellington and Bruce counties. Ashley's work leading Grey County's Connected County Initiative directly contributed to the county receiving recognition as one of the top 7 intelligent communities of 2017 by the Intelligent Community Forum, and the top achiever in its population category in the 2018 By the Numbers report from ICF. Ashley also provided strategic communications and community engagement support for the largest publicly funded regional broadband initiative in Canada to date, the Southwestern Integrated Fibre Technology SWIFT initiative, for several years, where her portfolio included supporting Indigenous engagement in the project. She is currently pursuing her PhD in rural studies at the University of Guelph, where her research is focused on place-based rural innovation, community capacity building, and future-oriented public policy. Ashley's work is fundamentally concerned with the issues of equity, inclusion, and innovation, from broadband infrastructure to economic development, public sector renewal to people-based leadership. Ashley's advocacy for thoughtful, evidence-informed approaches to building resiliency while facing multiple uncertain futures can be read in publications like The Conversation, The Torontoist, Canadian Government Executive, and Municipal World. She has also provided expert commentary on issues in contemporary rural development to outlets like BuzzFeed News, the CBC, The Philanthropist, the Ryerson Review of Journalism, and many other media outlets across print, radio, television, and podcasting. You can learn more about Ashley's doctoral research and her work as part of the research team under the Libro Professor in Regional Economic Development at ruraldev.ca. Friends, please welcome Ashley Whedon.